Order. Meeting is held in accordance with the Open Public Meetings Act 10:4-6 at C. Annual notice having been forwarded to the New Jersey Herald and the New Jersey Sunday Herald and posted on the bulletin board maintained in municipal building for public announcement. Will you please rise and join me in a salute to the flag? I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All roll, please.
Mr. Shirella,
Yes.
Mr. Diamond,
Present.
Ms. Dora, Mr. Academic,
Yes.
Ms. Crop. Here. Councilman Kusevich,
Present.
Mr. Metzlowski.
Here.
Mr. Rossi, Chairman Ray.
Here.
Mr. Tappan.
Here.
Mayor Galati.
Okay, next item on the agenda is minutes. A motion is in order to approve the meeting minutes of June 16th, 2026. Do I have a motion?
Motion.
Second. Mr. Shirella,
Yes.
Mr. Diamond.
Yes.
Mr. Academic,
Yes.
Ms. Crop.
Yes.
Councilman Kusevich.
Yes.
Mr. Metzlowski.
Yes.
Chairman Ray.
Yes.
Mr. Tappan.
Yes.
Mayor Galati.
Yes.
Okay, resolutions. We have two resolutions tonight. The first one is Sal Cuccinella. The hearing date was May 19th, 2026. Do I have a motion to approve that resolution?
So moved.
Motion?
Second.
Mr. Shirella,
Yes.
Mr. Diamond.
Yes.
Mr. Academic,
Yes.
Ms. Crop.
Yes.
Councilman Kusevich,
Yes.
Mr. Metzlowski.
Yes.
Chairman Ray.
Yes.
Mr. Tappan.
Yes.
Mayor Galati.
Yes.
All right, second resolution is Frank and Kelly Rodriguez. The hearing date was to approve that resolution.
I make a motion.
I second.
I'm sorry, who was it first?
John.
Johnson. And then you second. Mr. Shirella,
Yes.
Mr. Diamond,
Yes.
Mr. Academic,
Yes.
Ms. Crock.
Yeah.
Abstain.
Oh,
Okay.
fine.
Oh, she can.
Yeah, it's a 22, it's not.
It's not 44.
It's not
Oh,
44.
It's
Yes.
22.
All right.
Councilman
Sorry.
Kusevich,
down the road.
Sorry.
Councilman Kusevich,
Yes.
Mr. Metzlowski.
Yes.
Chairman Ray,
Yes.
Mr. Tappan,
Yes.
Mayor Galati.
Yes.
Okay, next item is correspondence. Anything?
Yeah.
So you all have in front of you, I've given you the open space recreation plan and the Borough of Hopatcong Environmental Resource Inventory. This is something that the Land Use Board will go through these reports. These are recommendations at this point in time that have come from environmental and from open space. Once the Land Use Board has gone through, given their recommendations and how they feel about whatever is in here, we would then resubmit that back to the open space and environmental. Then it would there go to the Highlands and Green Acres for them to approve or agree or whatnot. And then from there, it would go to the governing body and then it would come back here because this is an extension and an adaptation to our master plan, these plans.
So in concert with this, the recommendations of the land use board plus our engineer is are reviewing them along with administration. We're doing this all at once. So we make one recommendation to the both plans at once and then send it up to the approving documents up to the Green Acres and
Highlands.
Silence.
in the Highlands. And then it'll come back to us and have to do it again.
How soon do we need this?
We're trying not to delay the process because if we allow it to go in this specific state to Highlands and to Green Acres and they agree with that plan, but it comes to us and we're like, that's not where we're going. That's not the direction we see the town in the master plan. It's got to go back to those entities too.
Okay.
So it's really just saving us a little bit of time. I would say, let's look at something within within a month or so, go from there. If we still need more time, we can always have more time. Because they're very important plans for us to be paying attention to, especially with making a change to our master plan.
No, I think Rob and Cliff were hoping to make a presentation in end of August, beginning of September. Is that still your thinking then to have?
I
these
don't know if
documents?
I don't know if that's gonna be possible. We had a conversation today, Ron and I, with the engineer, our municipal engineer and our municipal attorney. And it really has to follow this process
Right,
that
so
we're talking about.
since the open spaces meeting that Judy and I attend is this Thursday, Is there a timeframe that you're thinking of that you would like to communicate now, if not end of
I
August?
don't think so, because if the board comes back and says, they want more time, or there's an area that we want to spend more time on, it might take longer. So I'd rather not lock us into a box with that.
Okay.
I know that that's what they're hoping for. And maybe we'll be able to meet that deadline and maybe we won't, but those deadlines are, that's not, those entities that we're talking about and those meetings can always be moved out further to where they are.
Would it be worthwhile, because I know we'll be asked to have,
I'll be.
you'll be at the meeting also. Okay, so I'll follow your lead, but I'm sure in anticipation, they'll probably ask, was it worthwhile to have a pre-meeting meeting with the land use on this? No. Okay.
Because again, this board has to digest the plans to begin
Okay.
with. And then once that's done, then we would
So
make
no
our,
pre-steering the thinking
Yeah.
ahead of time,
Yeah.
okay.
it'd be nice to get it done ahead of time. It doesn't work that way. And in the end, the bottom line is we want to make sure we have everything done right.
I can say that, I gotta commit, to comment on that as well. This is a very important document, and there's certain things in this document that if this is approved, locks in a lot of things that we may not, for futuristic boards, wanna see. So we gotta be very sensitive to that, particularly the properties they wanna add to the Rossi. You put them in the Rossi,
Together.
the conservatory,
Land
land
Conservancy.
conservatory, they got a grant through the Highlands to do this, it's paid for through the Highlands, and they were preparing this. But there's certain properties in here that they were recommending to put into the Rossi. My point of matter is, once in the Rossi, always in the Rossi, and the point of no return.
Yeah.
And your ability to do things with that,
Well, you can. I think it's 4 acres.
Yeah.
Once you get something in the Rossi and you try to take it out of the Rossi, I think it's 4,
yeah.
you have to give them 4 acres.
We don't want to put anything in there.
That's what you gotta go through, sir. So there they are, some light reading.
Talking about like putting firehouses and things like that.
Anyway,
We,
So we
but
can.
that's
we
what the
can- we can
document
take
is.
This, right? Now, we can say what we want to do, and what we don't want to do, so we're gonna. take
you're gonna
stuff out.
ultimately approve it. So this is their document to approve the change to the master plan, so.
The land use board, as I'm sure Bill will tell all of you, the land use board is the only board that can actually alter the master plan and change the master plan.
When do we have to have this review by?
She said like a month.
Month?
I said we can give a month, because I know some people are going away, they might not be here for the next meeting. We definitely want to get input from everybody. I know I've talked to Walt Rossi about it. He wanted to have some input too.
This is like, you may wanna take a look at.
I saw it both sides back and front.
It's a very
Very
detailed.
well put together, no
Yeah.
doubt about this, very well documented.
Okay.
Do you want me to put it on for a meeting or we're just gonna?
I would just wait, let's make sure everybody has the document and go from there, so we're not locked into.
There's a lot in there.
There it is.
There is,
All right.
but thank you.
All right. Next item on the agenda is escrow refunds. We have none. Next item is bills. We have Mont McDonald, Dolan and Dolan, French Perillo. Do I have a motion to pay the bills?
Pay the bills.
Second,
Mr. Sherla,
yes.
Mr. Diamond,
Yes.
Mr. Kamic,
Yes.
Ms. Brock. Yes. Councilman Kusvich.
Yes.
Mr. Maslowski.
Yes.
Chairman Ray.
Yes.
Mr. Tappan.
Yes.
Mayor Galati.
Yes.
Okay, next is Bill. Do we have any zoning off?
Nothing tonight, no.
Good job.
Good job. Yeah.
Wow.
That's a good zone.
You're doing your job then.
Good zone.
Old business, do we have any old business to discuss?
Can I do discussion?
Sure.
Going back to discussion. So the redevelopment committee for the mayor and council has met already about the redevelopment plan for Lakeside Boulevard, for Lakeside Boulevard corridor. So we have our report from the engineer. Before we can approve it, it has to go to the land use board. So I thought we might just want to do a subcommittee of the land use board well, everybody will get a copy of it, but we'll give the copy out to everybody, have the subcommittee, have that group meet, and then go from there. Again, instead of having the whole group talk at first, we can talk as a subcommittee, everybody can get it, then we can all talk as a group.
Okay.
So I know Andy volunteered to be on that as the vice chief.
Got a lot of moving,
That looks like news to him, but.
a lot of moving parts there.
Congratulations.
So
I'm on there already.
Steve's on there.
Oh.
So you got 3 people already? You got
Got
enough or?
Yeah, do you want another person
I have two, Andy, Steve, anybody?
And myself.
else?
Richard.
Oh.
Rich?
What am I?
What's the name
I
of
put
the
Rich on there, so then we're good. We got enough.
Okay,
Amy? What is it?
so I will get a copy of this to everybody
Lakeside
and
Construction.
then you'll just
Sorry.
kind of peruse it, write down what your thoughts are, and the subcommittee will meet, and then we'll meet as a whole group and discuss.
Is that your
We're
copy,
told I
Mayor?
retired.
This is my copy.
Want me to? I did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Send it out there.
Yeah, and just remember, anything that you do get, any of these reports that you do have, these are drafts. So they cannot be made public. They should not be given to the public, any of these types of things. They are working documents. And legally, they cannot be produced and given to them.
All right, any, the next item on old business would be, do we wanna bring up the cannabis thing and try to,
Oh, from the subcommittee?
yes, from the
Uh,
subcommittee?
sure. Yeah,
So we can,
Um,
the subcommittee met, they have some recommendations, so.
we're going to be, putting it on the November vote. I, understand to see how if the population of Alpaca Borough wants it
You wanna
And-
put it on a referendum?
on a referendum. Thank you. And, the only other thing was, of concern is sensitive areas. If, the town, if the, population does want it, to make sure that, the retail sale of cannabis isn't, sold near sensitive areas, within the borough. That would be the obvious ones that you would know about already. Parks, schools, churches.
Did you come up? Is there a distance?
Yeah.
There'd be, the standard is 1,000 feet right now. Um,
So I think right now, I mean, put it on a referendum and then if that passes, then we can proceed with the specifics of it, but.
Right.
You know,
so the recommendation from the subcommittee is to
put it on a
put it
referendum.
on. Now, is that, if it's gonna be put on as a referendum bill, is that a binding or a non-binding?
No, it wouldn't be binding necessarily.
Okay.
You still have your governing, but I think you'll give that a lot of weight, I would assume,
Okay,
what the public's. benefit is.
binding, yeah.
So do we need a motion from this board to recommend that to the council? Because that's got to come to the council for, we got to get the question written and we got to get that to the clerk like.
If it is the opinion of the board that that's what the board would like to see, that can be a recommendation to the governing body that this be considered to matter in November on the referendum, on a referendum.
so, I mean, I guess we would have a vote on a matter, to present this to the council. To put it on the November ballot as a referendum question, about cannabis, so I guess we take a vote on that, Bill?
Yes.
So I have a question. So you're thinking about putting it on the ballot for tax, like people who are back to vote for it. But at the same time, you're also saying that you're going to not put it next to sensitive areas or what areas? So
Correct.
is that going to be in the ballot also? Like, or are you going to give this to people to vote on that?
Well,
Specific or no?
I think we'll wait till if it passes,
Yeah,
Steve, then we can put the specifics.
don't want to put
It may-
the cart before the horse.
It may not pass, who knows, I mean, there may be enough people that say, we don't want that, and then it's a dead issue.
Right, but you're asking to do something, but also, yeah, but we don't want this to be in this kind, like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know, to me, it sounds like there's
It's
a.
not the.
There's gonna be some restrictions, I mean, if we wanna move forward with it, if the borough wants to move forward with it, then it has to, there's gonna be some restrictions on where it can be. I mean,
To me, it kind of makes sense because when you look at when New Jersey asked the question, they asked it, should it be legal or not? I think the differentiation here and the specificity comes in, do you want a store, a farm, or whatever in your town? Which is different than should people be arrested for it? And I think it just hones in on what the town is trying to do based upon what the state had decided, is legal or not legal. But I think, the issue about whether it's 1,000 feet or not, those would be just general guidelines that the land use board comes up with anyway, not requiring a vote, but at least if you're going to invest the time to come up with those parameters, if in one direction, the majority of the town says yes, then you do it. They do those extra guidelines. And if the town as a majority says no, then,
game over.
Yeah.
All right,
That's
so
my understanding.
Steve, I do have some
It's a good point.
professional involvement in the municipality I just retired from with zoning as far as putting in cannabis in in that municipality in Morris County. So I have a pretty good background in it already, and we put it in they were only allowed in commercial zones with other restrictions like those similar that I spoke of, in encompassing sensitive areas.
All right, so I guess we need a vote on sending this issue to the council, so.
Or question on the ballot.
Question on the ballot, yeah, put it on the referendum, so.
So I guess at this point, I'd like to make a motion that we file or request from the council for a referendum for the purpose of seeing if the people of Opakon would like cannabis sold
In the borough.
within the borough on a retail basis.
Right, everybody good with that?
Yeah, with the retail and wholesale potentially.
Well, yes, I mean, yes.
Wholesale would be dependent on it.
Well, I think
But not those.
as far as wholesale, the only two things I see is either retail or pharmaceutical. As far as the middleman, that's all, that would be closer to the pharmaceutical side of the coin.
Mr. Diamond, how about manufacturers? You want that?
That's what,
We're just saying.
no, I think manufacturing is a whole other area of,
Mhm.
you know, that would be,
Or cultivation, I should.
Yeah.
should say.
I don't want to put it in the same area as retail.
Okay,
I think it's a horse of another color completely. From what I know already of that type of facilities, they're completely enclosed. And or they have, if they do have outdoor, then it's well guarded and sealed off and so on and so forth. Like I said, it's I only want to deal with the retail aspect
Okay.
at this point.
okay.
All right, well, we have a motion.
I'll second that.
Mr. Sherlock?
Yes.
Mr. Diamond?
Yes.
Mr. Academic?
Yes.
Ms. Brock?
Yes.
Councilman Kusvich?
Yes.
Mr. Maslowski?
Yes.
Chairman Ray?
Yes.
Mr. Tappan?
Yes.
Mayor Glotty?
Abstain.
Any other old business? We good? No other old business?
That's all, yeah. I have no more committees to go on.
I just have a question though. Are we putting that on for the next one or put it on for this,
For what, the
the
cannabis thing?
canvas to the next
I
meeting? Or
don't think, I think we're done. It goes to the
I think
mayor
we're-
and council.
they-
now, you know?
Land use is done, it'll
Yeah.
So
go
I'll just
to,
tell.
Goes to the ballot.
Okay.
And then
We're
after
good with that.
November, you'll know which way to send one.
But I'm saying for this presentation to go in for the next meeting. Part of it?
for cannabis, you won't need to.
Yes.
Because it'll automatically go, Ron, I'm sure will reach out for the municipal attorney tomorrow and the municipal attorney will
Draft.
Draft it.
come up with the correct thing of the question.
Thank you.
Okay.
Yes.
Next item on the agenda is continued applications. We have one, Bujar Judo, 54 West River Styx Road.
And I spoke with Chairman Ray, and I had a conflict, still have a conflict, and I didn't bring another attorney in because you partially heard this. We effectively heard this a lot, you know, this is, as I have to do, and then this.
Where we can, you know. Okay. I don't think we have to swear anybody in. These guys were already
Yes.
sworn last meeting, so.
Good evening, my name is Todd Koenig, I'm the architect for this project. This is Mike, who's the owner of the property. We're coming to you tonight with a revised plan, a reduced plan. Previously, we had a 2-car garage planned. We're down to a 1-car garage, which has created certain improvements in the zoning aspects of it. For one thing, the garage now faces the street, so there's not an awkward turn to be made. Which I know makes some people happy. They've been able to get better distribution of side yards because of the narrow side is going crossways on a lot, and it's as you know, it's only a 25-foot wide property at that area in the front. So we've got better side yards. We've reduced the lot coverage by over 1,000 square feet. It was almost 73%. now 59%, which is still a variance, but it's improved. The new plan also requires fewer retaining walls. And as I mentioned, which also will result in less earth being moved. And the different maneuvering straight in and out will, I think, improve the safety aspect of the site. Other than that, the plans are pretty much as you saw them in the previous. Oh, there it is.
I'm glad you took the recommendations from the last meeting. This is much better design than you had before. So, I mean, you basically did everything we asked you to do. Any members of the board have questions? On this applicant? No? All right, at this time, I'll open this application to the public. Is there anybody from the public that wishes to comment on this application? Seeing none, I'll bring it back to the board for a motion.
I make a motion to approve. To move it.
You have a motion?
I'm sorry.
Second?
Mr. Sherlock,
Yes.
Mr. Diamond,
Yes.
Mr. Academic.
Yes.
Ms. Crop. Yes. Councilman Kuzinich.
Yeah.
Mr. Maslowski.
Yes.
Chairman Ray. Mr.
Good to go.
Thank you very much. Good night.
Thank you very much.
All right. New applications, Bernie Conlon, 251 Hudson Ave.
My name is Bernie Conlon.
Bill, we're in.
You swear the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
Yes, I did.
And you're the property owner?
Yes, I am.
Okay, what would you like to do?
So a few years ago, I came before the board, 2017, I believe it was, and got approval for a dock, which I've been enjoying since 2017. And as time gone on, I've realized that that umbrella that I have down there for the shade doesn't work much on a high windy day. So, which seems to be all the time now. So we thought we'd put up a gazebo. It's 12 by 12. There's a drawing there. It's a, off the shelf Lowe's model. So the drawing there is a Lowe's from their website. Very simple, nothing extravagant about it. Just something to give us a little shade to sit under on hot summer days.
You'll have an anchor to the dock.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
And the prior approval was under your name, and when was that?
It was under my name in 2017.
2017. Was there a deed, was there a requirement that the deed be restricted to another property you might own where?
Yeah, the original deed of that land, and that didn't change in 2017. The house, when I bought the house, is across the street at 248. There's a large lot on the other side of my driveway between my neighbor's house. Altogether, I've got 3 lots, and they're all deeded together. You can't sell any of them separately. Correctly. Yeah.
You own the big rock.
Yes, the big rock is mine. Catfish Rock, I think is what it's called.
You own Catfish Rock?
Yeah.
Okay, I mean, listen, I don't see a problem with this. I mean, you got it's, a big piece of property. You're set down off the road. I don't see any questions, any concerns?
So you live right across the street?
Yeah, my permanent residence is right across the street at 248 Hudson Wall.
Yeah.
We walk, at this point in my life, I walk in a few years, maybe. We'll see.
A long walk.
Well, she.
Long walk through a wooded hills, that's for sure.
This is a use variance, it's an expansion of the
Yeah.
non-conformity, so it's only the class 4.
Okay. At this time, we have no more questions of the applicant. So, all right, I'm gonna open this application to the public. Does anybody from the public wish to comment on this application? Seeing none, I'll bring it back to the board for a motion.
Make a motion.
Second.
Mr. Sherlock,
Yes.
Mr. Diamond.
Yes.
Mr. Kravitz,
Yes.
Ms. Crop.
Yes.
Mr. Maslowski.
Yes.
Chairman Ray.
Yes. All right, you're good to go.
Thank you all very much.
Yep.
Pleasant evening.
Good luck. Okay, next applicant is Brandon Dora, 232 Lakeside Ave, block 70220, lot 15.
Yeah.
you both testify?
Yeah.
Please, each raise your right hand. Before the testimony you're about to give the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
Yes,
And your name?
Brandon?
Brian Dora.
Okay. You're the true property owners.
yeah.
Okay. Swear in your.
And there's an architect here too as well.
Are you gonna have Mr. Gates give the presentation, or you guys wanna give your,
Give a little
okay,
something.
all right, go ahead, he's getting set up.
Sounds good.
Joe,
Yeah.
you, all right, you can throw Joe in again. I know he's good.
I left the door.
Over here.
That's right. Before the testimony you're about to give the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
Yes, I do.
And your full name?
Joseph A. Gates, Gates Architectural Design, Inc., 132 Landing Road, Lansing, New Jersey, 07850.
Your license is current,
Yes, it is.
and you testified before this board on many occasions.
Yes, I have.
Okay, go ahead.
All right, so we're here tonight in connection with our application that we sent in for 232 Lakeside Ave. So we're looking to expand and improve our home there. We currently really enjoy it. We love living there. We've been there for the past 5-6 years. It has, served us well, created a lot of memories. It's just a little too small right now to fulfill our next chapter of our lives. So we started looking around for kind of our forever home, looking at a lot of different cities, and we always came back to our house here in Lake Copaton. Like I said, we love where we live and we love where it is. So that's where we brought Mr. Gates in, and we started to think about an addition on our home. We understand, it's an undersized lot and there's some restrictions, but we feel with the plan that we came up with Mr. Gates that we've been respectful and of the neighborhood and kind of what we need to do. But we're here tonight because we want to get your approval for the variances that we need to proceed. So we can move forward with the beautiful designs that he put together for us.
All right, Joe, you're up. You got anything to say? You're a smart guy.
Mother trained you.
The plan that's mounted in front of you.
Yes.
Is the same drawing that was previously submitted, other than being colorized just for clarification purposes. So I mark that as an exhibit. And unfortunately, Mr. Diamond will have to turn his neck a little bit. See, and,
Good.
And that plan is dated,
that's revision number 2, dated 6/22/26. So the project consists of an addition at the rear of the house. So if you look at in the center of the drawing, the lighter shaded portion of the floor plan is the existing floor plan. Can you hear me okay? I know the microphone back here.
You're good. It's all up here too. You're good.
Okay.
You can, wherever you need to go.
So the front portion is existing one-story home. The little bit darkened area to the back is the proposed addition. The darker area is a covered porch, which will enhance their outdoor living. The total size of the house is, the existing is 852 square feet. The proposed addition is 601 square feet for a total footprint of 1453. The reason that they are here before the board are variances, which are all related to the undersized lot, which we have all seen and discussed for many years in town. Most of the, not most, but quite a few are undersized. The requirement for lot size is 15,000 square feet. The existing lot is 8,930 square feet, and there's no change to that lot. With respect to the construction, before we go to setbacks, the second floor is completely new. The darkened area of gray is the roof over the covered porch there. In the front of the house, we are proposing to take a little bit of the existing house out to create a covered porch. Right now, if we went forward with that to maintain parking, there would only be a 3-foot porch, which is a little bit tight to open a door and get a couple people standing under that. So we have that cut into the existing house for a 5-foot total overhang. And if anybody has been out and about in the last couple of days, rainstorms come in, you're trying to get your keys, get in the front door. Whenever we can, we always try to put a covered portico or some portion of a covered entry. Again, not real big, but just enough to get a little weather protection at the front door. Again, the second floor is new, and that will have the existing septic system is in the process of being upgraded. Civil engineers prepared a plan for that, and that accommodates the existing 3 bedrooms, the permitted 3 bedrooms. I'm sorry, 2 bedrooms. Jeez, big no-no. So right now, all the bedrooms are moving to the upstairs. There's a master suite for the water, a bedroom in the middle, and then you'll see the sitting room in the front. Because there's no basement here, we had suggested to try to get a walk-up attic. And many people in town know that you can't always get a full basement or sometimes even partial basement. Here, there's no basement. So our suggestion was to try to get the walk-up attic to help for mechanical units as well as for storage. Moving to any questions on the house portions before I go to setback? For the property, again, no change in the property. It's a narrow lot. So the conditions that make this difficult are the lot width required 120 feet, existing and proposed are 40 feet. So it's 30% of what that is supposed to be. The depth is not a problem. That's 100-foot required and 228.88 existing and proposed. Front yard setback, 40 foot is the general requirement. However, when neighbors are closer to the street, which up in this neighborhood most are, the existing front yard setback is 23.4 feet. And that is reducing to 20 feet, 0.4. And again, that's only because of the little bit of covered roof coming out. The main wall of the house will not be any closer to Indian Trail. With respect to side yard setbacks, 10 feet required for the undersized lot. The existing is 9.5 on the left, 4.5 on the right, and neither of those will change. Those are existing non-conforming conditions. And with respect to accessory structures, on the left, 24.1 on the right. And I did realize today that I do want to amend that, and I'll give you a dimension for the shed. The existing shed is going to be relocated. So that will be a little bit closer on the right side. I would like to just adjust that as part of the testimony.
Quick question on that.
Right now, I'm sorry.
Good, Danny.
Is it on the property line right now, Mr. Gates?
Right, there's the existing, let me step back so you can see. The existing cabana and the shed at the back are close. And then we do have some discussion for that we believe is very important to the entire presentation. But the shed that at the back of the building be relocated to the middle of the property. And that's where that side yard setback now will be 19 feet on the right side setback. So in our zoning chart, it says 24.1. Now this is the other structure, but when we relocate it, that's going to drop to 19 feet. And we just want to make sure that's accurate for the record.
Could you also recommend that laser pointer to your other brethren? That makes it so much better than having somebody right in front of the diagram.
Glad to hear that. But if you go to Bricktown, they have TV screens that they don't work, and you have to line on the laser that works. But the one that said work, that didn't work either.
You got that idea from a cat.
Yeah, there you go.
I ordered one of those by mistake. It was a cat laser. It wasn't the one I needed for the meeting. Anyway, I don't need to bore you with that. The rear yard setbacks, or there's no change in rear yard setbacks. Existing requirement 20 feet, 15 and 15. Building height, 35 is permitted, 2.5 stories. The existing house is 15 feet tall, 1 story. The proposed is 34.5 to the ridge of the house, and that is 2.5 stories. That is compliant. The accessory building height, 18 permitted, 1 story. They're existing at 12 feet to the highest one, 1 story. So there's no change to that. Building coverage, because the undersized lot, 20% permitted. It is 14.78 existing, and the proposed is 25.15. And that's what I mentioned. We want to double back to a piece of the history of the project, of the property rather, that's important. And lastly, 35% permitted for lot coverage, existing 32%, proposed 42.7%. So it's existing non-conforming, but that is being increased. So that covers the setback issues that we have been addressing with this particular application.
So on that front, in the parking area up front, did you think about maybe those, instead of having those two pillars out over the front door, maybe bring something back on the 40, I mean, because you're right, with those in there, you got 20 feet to the property line. I mean, parking.
We could certainly adjust
Yeah.
that. If that was favorable for the board, we
Yeah.
could certainly put decorative brackets.
Yeah, do something like that. I mean, listen, because somebody's gonna
Right.
drive into that thing eventually. You
I
know,
like Frank's Pizza.
trying to be an architect?
Yeah.
I'm just trying to help them out, man, because I've been down that road.
And an objection to that.
What would that change it design wise?
I mean, they'd be diagonal brackets going back to the house,
We wouldn't
not
have
vertical
pillars.
columns. You wouldn't have vertical columns. That's.
Only because it's close to you're tight already in the
I
front
know,
for
throws
parking.
off my whole design.
It'll look beautiful. He'll do some decorative
I
things
know,
back
I
there.
know. Is there anything we could do and aside from that, that would make it?
I mean, it's 20 feet. I mean, if you got a truck or something, we technically can't permit you to park in the street, you know?
Right.
You're supposed to be.
Okay, next, so we can show you next to here too, where we have on the other side, our whole lot here too. And then there's gravel on the side there. Yeah,
Right, so the 20 feet.
so we could still
20.2.
fit next to
It's a
it.
parking space, but.
And we
this
still have the
grade start-
two next to it though.
Right, so that'd be easy for small vehicles.
I mean, I'm just looking out for you. I mean, if you want them there, I mean, somebody comes in the driveway and boom, they're gonna hit your columns, you know?
Yeah, we do have the
If you-
spots on the other side, you know, we do.
Yeah, you can get 4 wide in that driveway.
We do, yeah.
Sometimes I've had my boat in the driveway, it's 23, 25 foot on the
All right,
driveway.
if you're,
That'd be on the left side. So they'd rather not restrict that at the moment
okay,
for conversation.
all right.
Any
Just a-
questions
just a-
on the current building plan or setbacks?
Yeah, first of all, it's a very nice design,
Thank
very
you.
nice design. I guess when I visited the property, if I'm from the street looking at the house on the right seems very close. Very, very close. Do you know what the distance? I was gonna try to measure it, but I didn't. What is the distance, not necessarily to the property line, but the distance from the proposed wall of this house to the wall of the house next to it?
Are they about 3 feet off the property line or
I
so?
think it's 4'10". It's like, so
No,
I'm saying it's
for the neighbor.
to the property line, I think it's probably about the same over, so
For-
probably just under 10
So you're
feet.
talking about 8 feet between,
Yeah,
8 to 9 feet between.
between the two houses.
Correct.
Have you thought, and I only mention this from prior experience, observing a fire next to our house when I was a kid. Are you thinking about, in order to ensure safety, fire retardant materials for shingles and walls and things like that?
Coincidentally, as you mentioned that, we had a conversation with a house in construction in Seaside Park. A lot of the houses down the shore are all close together. Anything less than 5 feet to the property line has to be a 1 hour rated wall.
Is that your plan here?
That has to be, Mr. O'Connor and the fire plan review would come across that.
Mandated.
And I know that doesn't slip by Bill O'Connor.
Right, it seems like an extra expense until it's needed.
Of course, yeah.
We don't usually have them up here. We're usually 5 feet farther, but we do have one down on Randolph Avenue that was 3 feet away and that was fire rated as well. So again, we have been through that. So this would meet the International Building Code, New Jersey edition for
Okay.
fire separation.
Good. And the other thing that at least was mentioned when I read the excuse me? The technical, yes, Judy, is that, and I did notice there's some construction, I guess that's for the pool or for the
The
septic,
septic is going in right now.
but not the pool.
Not
No, that's
currently,
part-
no. That's all the septic right now.
Right, the
Okay.
pool is part of this application, so
Yeah.
they're not jumping the gun on the pool. That's the septic that's already done with prior approvals.
Okay, because they did mention, ease of access from the front of the house to the back of the house for general maintenance of the property.
Yep,
And they were wondering how that was going
Well,
to
the
be.
construction plan was from the bottom up, because if we did the addition first, we would never get back down to the bottom. So we went from the bottom up.
that's not true with your small machines, remember, as we were talking.
No, but yes, once we pull and stuff, that's what I mean, they're not gonna get regular equipment in there, be mini equipment and not any guys to do things down there if we had to.
Right, the setbacks as far as building purposes are
Yeah.
concerned, so maintaining what's there, once the septic is going in, because that has to be done, which is actually a bonus, this is part of the application, to have a brand new septic system. Both compliant, and that stretches left to right across the property, so that alone, in essence, cuts off the back of the property, so anything at the property.
They have to work their way out. They do everything they wanna do that way and work this way, because once they do something there, they can't access.
So they
what's
approach it from
behind.
the lake?
Yeah, we would have to do a barge
If we
or,
had to, yeah.
yeah.
Large.
But
Our neighbors
easier
are
this way
actually the same
than
thing.
If you look on the plot plan, you'll see if the pool's here, the new septic is here. That was the starting point before we could start designing the property. So once that goes in, you can see how wide that goes across left to right with a retaining wall. And there's no way around us changing the house or pool with us dictating how to change that retaining wall. That's already covered under the engineering permit for the septic. So that's why Mr. Doris said they'll be working their way back, you know, from pool to addition toward the street. Any construction that had to be done or maintenance here would have to be done from a barge, which unfortunately is typical with a lot of lakefront properties.
So you may be in a situation, you have to replace or repair that septic system
That's correct.
coming from, which I don't think you could barge in.
Right,
select
there's no
bill.
easy way. There'd be a lot of.
Well, you have.
You'll cross that bridge when, you'll cross that bridge when they get to it, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's gonna be-
But right now, you know, this is one of the things where you're starting there and you're working out,
So
so.
they start driving over
Our neighbors patio septic, AAA and barging it in,
Yeah,
one
Yeah,
barge at
there
a
were
time.
two down from us that
You
just
know.
did the septic by
They
barge,
barge in all
so.
the blocks.
yeah, I mean, as long as you got favorable conditions now with your neighbors and they're willing to let you go
Yeah.
through it, and get it done, man. It's
Right.
a lot easier than doing a teaspoon at a time,
Sure.
you know?
100%.
So,
Mr. and Mrs. Dora, I thought the letter to the board was very thoughtful,
Thank you.
just to let you know. I don't see it very often. And the parking out front is existing.
That's all existing, that's correct.
Okay, I had a comment about the county requiring approval, but if it's already existing parking.
That's correct.
I don't think they have.
And
no-
they did
nothing's
confirm-
changing out there,
Yeah.
just the two pillars.
Correct. For the record, they did confirm that with the county and the
Okay.
county said, yes, you're not changing it, then you do not need to come back to their office. So that was checked already.
Has the letter of 200 feet of construction gone to neighbors?
I'm
Yes,
sure.
They has?
it has, yes.
For the variances?
Yeah.
Oh, that's correct, or else we would not be here now. Amy would have flagged us right
He won't
away.
let you come here, you don't have to.
As with Mr. Haggerty.
I just want to make sure.
That's her main job.
No problem. We're all here to keep everything good.
No, but it very well done. Design wise, I mean, it's a very tight space and the house really well,
Yeah, it
but
looks very.
it's really,
Thank
I'm
you.
looking forward to, an improvement in North especially.
Yeah, absolutely.
A few of our neighbors are doing improvements, so.
Just
We're
to
happy
gauge
to-
for the
happy to-
record, the house is in keeping with other houses and similar.
That is
lots
correct.
in the area.
That is correct. And
It will-
again,
It will be a two-bedroom home, two-bedroom.
That is correct.
Okay.
Okay, any other
a
questions?
couple of, and again, for the record, just so that we know we touched on it, the existing coverage is a little bit of a high number, but what they have already done, and we always tell people, don't take anything away until you go to the board so that they can see what you've done. They're already living here, so they've been fixing things up as they went. If you notice on the left side of the driveway here, I'm sorry, left side of the house, there used to be a driveway from the front of the house all the way to the back by the shed. So they have already removed just from the driveway alone, 258 square feet in the past. The other important thing, if you want to see a picture of what was there before, there was a fully roofed separate structure in the back that was removed and replaced with the two cabana and sheds that are in the back. That original structure was 671 square feet. They removed that, which I hate to say it, but was an eyesore, and replaced it with the 240 and 120 foot sheds, so almost half the size, much nicer without walls around it. The previous one had walls around it and had a full rooftop deck. And that was comfort, that entire area at the back left of the property. So the coverage before they started their master plan was already at 40.19%. With those couple of changes, they dropped it 13% in preparation of the master plan. So yes, even though they're going up with 42.72, they were already at 40 in the past without any of these upgrades, old septic systems, dilapidated building. So I did just want to just point out to the board that the Doors really have gone out of their way over the last 5 years to make the property very nice, which it is now. They're gonna make it even nicer. And that was the final point I wanted to make with respect to the coverages.
The improvement that they have done since they moved in, they have definitely been noticed.
Thank you.
Dennis, you have any? No, good. Okay. Any other questions of this applicant? No? Seeing none, I'll open this application to the public. Is there anybody from the public that wishes to comment on this application? Seeing none, I'll close it to the public and bring it back to the board.
I'll make a motion with the engineer's comments on. How about the second?
Okay.
Third.
Mr. Trillo,
Yes.
Mr. Diamond,
Yes.
Mr. Cadmick,
Yes.
Ms. Crock,
Yes.
Councilman Kuzic, Mr. Metzlowski.
Yes.
Chairman Ray.
Yes.
Mr. Tappan.
Yes.
Mayor Galletti.
Yes.
All right, you're good to go.
Thank you very much. We appreciate it.
Good night.
Nice job.
Yeah, it looks.
That's our good subject now.
Yeah.
Thank you for the laser.
Yeah.
Hold on, she wants to ask you a question.
Yes.
Would we be able to get the 30-day resolution waiver for this?
Is that what you're asking for?
Please? Can we redo the motion?
Okay, second motion.
That's
Yes.
You have a motion for that?
Motion.
To waive the memorialization.
Mr. Trillo,
Yes.
Mr. Diamond,
Yes.
Mr. Cadmick,
Yes.
Ms. Crock, Councilman Kuzic.
Yes.
Mr. Metzlowski, Chairman Ray,
Yes.
Mr. Tappan.
Yes.
Mayor Galletti.
Yes.
Thank
All right.
you.
Good evening.
I'll see you tomorrow. for the-
Enjoy your new
Thank you so
home.
much. Thank you.
All we can help you with.
Okay, next item on the agenda is work session. We have no work session. Okay, we do?
We do not.
Okay. Why are you putting it on?
Well, because he was coming and then he said no.
All right. All right, at this point, I'll open the meeting to the public. Does anybody from the public wish to comment on anything to the board? No? Uh-oh.
Hi,
Uh-oh.
that's Tom Creel from Maxim Drive. Several people have been having a conversation that I've been hearing about former fire lanes that were operated by associations for swimming and or boating purposes, where the associations have kind of faded and users of that area are evidently anticipating paying the taxes on that property that the associations used to pay. My question is, what happens to the deeded rights that I understand it's probably more than 20 houses throughout the back on Lake area that have deeded rights to access to the lake. But of course, to my knowledge, there's no identified your access is at this point. So I just wanted to bring it up because it's I know of 3 access points right now that are being discussed and talked about. And I have no stake in it. I just want you to know that that is happening. You probably know it already. So I had no idea, what happens to the former deeded ownerships, because those people don't even many times know they have deeded ownership.
They don't go away, right? I mean, you got.
It's a legal question.
Forever, but the deeds can be different, frankly, so it could be each situation have a little variation, but we really can't give legal advice on something that's so hypothetical. We don't want someone to go back and say, well, the board says this kind of a thing, so it's really not before us as a topic.
I just wondered how, because if you pay taxes on a property you don't own because the taxes aren't being paid, you do at some point have a claim on the property. So evidently that's.
Yeah, that's only if you foreclosure, and so.
Okay,
It's a much more involved process.
Yeah, I don't know that one too, but I just wondered how it went with the old fire lanes. Okay.
I would say Deacon Tom, we have an expert on fire lanes, Steve Kusovic.
Oh, yeah, okay.
But I will say with fire lanes, the fire lanes are the municipality's property. So it's not that there's somebody privately that owns that's paying taxes on those. There are fire lanes that the borough chooses through the fire department. They recommend that they don't need them anymore. So sometimes those go
Oh,
up for
okay.
sale. And an example of that is the dock outside of Lola's. That was something that was municipally owned. However, we didn't need to use it anymore, so it went up for sale.
Okay.
And then it was sold to Lola's. So anything that is a municipal piece of property like a fire lane, it is ours and nobody really should be on that doing anything.
Okay.
And there are those areas, I know there's an area right down here on Lakeside Boulevard that there is a small access to get to the lake, and there are many houses around the municipal building and leading down to Lakeside that have access down to there. And it's just this little tiny little sliver to get through there, but it does exist. And as Mr. Haggerty was saying, we don't know what all the deeds say, because let's be honest, everybody's deeds are completely different. And they really are open to interpretation sometimes, depending on what one you read too, so.
In my third retirement, I can do a research project that is for the town. God bless. I thank you all, and I thank and appreciate that. You are appreciated, by the way, by a number of people in the town, so you need to know that too.
Must be the silent minority.
God
Would
bless.
you be willing to come to the next meeting?
Yeah, I probably will. There's been additional
wait.
personnel that have come to the church, so it gives me a little free time I didn't have before. I had a free night, so where else would you go?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, anybody else from the public? Seeing none? I'll wait for a motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.
Thank you. We're out.
We out.
Bye.